Gonna be close.
My name is Tony Thomas, and you're watching Hardwired Exotics on YouTube. All right, so let's talk about some of those pairings you've got.
Yeah.
For this year.
Our first female to lay was a gravel, and she was paired to a GHI leopard Mojave.
So, for those that don't know, the gravel is in the yellow belly complex, and the gravel is the one that makes. Which one's the gravel make?
It makes
highways.
Highways, yeah.
Highways. He paired these together, this one is GHI Mojave Leopard. So really, I actually find this interaction between these genes quite fascinating.
It's one of my favorite 3 gene snakes.
So really cool. So those eggs are in incubator for me.
Now that's a paint. People used to call it super paint, but now they're saying it's a recessive. So this is just a visual paint female. And she was paired to a freeway, which is asphalt, yellow belly, possum het paint. He's super light, so that's why I think he's going to prove to be het paint. I'm going to pull out his daughter.
Yeah, so anybody that knows what the freeways look like, this is not normally what they appear. Most of the time they're really dark, like this one is.
So last year he was paired to an orange belly. So this is an orange belly asphalt.
Now orange belly can give slight difference in it, but it shouldn't be that big of a difference. Most of the time your freeways are much darker like this.
But this is a sister to that same clutch, and it is an ivory. And if you look very ever so carefully here, you can see the typical lavender and yellow ivory tail stripe. But it was this male to just an orange belly.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no pastel, no fire. Why is this female ivory and
so
this freeway so light?
Yeah, probably because of the paint. In theory.
It's a possibility. Yeah. Can't rule it out.
So again, that freeway that's probably going to end up proving het paint was paired to a paint. So you're going to end up with a whole clutch of with asphalt or yellow belly, and then hopefully you get some paints in there too.
So it'll be 100% het paint or visual paints if he proves out, which I think he will.
All right, next clutch.
This is actually the first ever clown combo I've produced. It's a pastel leopard clown hypo.
Powerhouse.
So he's been my workhorse for the 2 hypo clown clutches this year.
Nice.
We got 5 eggs finally from that girl that I got from you that slugged out last year with 6 slugs.
Yep.
And that was mostly because of the move last year was right during breeding season. But that's the male, and I'll pull out the 2 females.
So again, pastel, leopard, hypo, clown. So that's really a powerhouse.
This is the female we got from you guys.
Yep.
That laid 5 eggs. And she doesn't have clown in her at all. But this is a chocolate Mojave pastel het hypo.
Yep.
So hoping to get some chocolate Mojave leopard hypo stuff to work in that will be 100% het clown to work into the hypo clown stuff.
Absolutely. Well, we know chocolate is just hot with clown. So
yep. That was why I wanted it.
Chocolate hypo het clowns would definitely be a plus.
And because of the move last year, she slowed out, but the move this year didn't hurt her.
Right.
So she's getting feisty.
Ready to eat.
The other female in the project, she's in shed, but she's had 1 meal back. She's a frozen thought eater. This is an Enchi double het hypo clown, and she was produced by Deborah Stewart Let's do it reptiles.
Nice.
She laid one clutch for me 2 years ago, took last year off. I think the Inchy Clown het hypo that I have female came from her, and I think the pastel Inchy Clown het hypo female that I got came from her sister that I also got at the same time, but I don't have her sister anymore.
Nice. So hopefully, fingers crossed, a lot of good hypo het clown or hypo clown or that project stuff.
There's 8 eggs from that girl, so
nice.
Good set of chances on that.
So let's break down those genetic odds for a second. So you got Inchy double het.
Yep.
Hypo clown to pastel leopard double visual.
Yep.
Statistically,
1 in 4 for the double visual
should be a double visual, and you got 8. So
hopefully. Now I've had some bad luck sex odds. I've been kind of like you. I've produced, I think, overall 4 or 5 hypo clowns. All of them males.
Wow.
I have not hit a female hypo clown yet. Some great combos have come out.
Yeah.
But including the leopard hypo clown that I produced 2 years ago, and then I've got a pastel hypo clown, a hypo clown. So there's 4, and then the pastel leopard hypo clown. But all of them have been males. So with a small collection like
mine,
I know
how that feels.
Yeah, with a small collection like mine, that's a little overdone on the males.
So no females are available. Just go ahead and say that. But
yeah,
if you need a double visual male, Chris is going to have you covered.
Probably.
So.
Then the other double recessive project I've been working pretty heavily is hypopide.
Yep. Yeah. These aren't available either because I'm taking all of these. If he makes any extras.
This girl hasn't gone back on feed yet. She just laid 2 weeks ago. But there's a big hypo hepide female that I produced back in 2012.
Sick. I love hypo anyway.
And she was paired to an Inchy Orange Dream.
Yep. Pied
100% het hypo.
Yep. So OD, Inchy, pied, het hypo to hypo het pied. So everything's double het at minimum, and then hopefully you get some pieds in there, and then obviously they need to be OD and Inchy as well. All of them. Because I really need an OD Inchy hypo pied myself.
And unfortunately on this one I only have 3 good eggs. She laid 3 slugs and 3 good eggs, and she's never slugged before, so I think she did get influenced by the move. This girl's getting very close to ovulating, I think. She's actually sitting in her tub. But a pied het hypo.
I palpated this girl last night, and she's definitely fixing to ovulate.
She was also bred to the Inchy Orange Dream.
So this is the exact opposite. So everything is going to be pieds, and then 66% het hypo that's not visual hypo.
Yep.
And then you got OD and Inchy in there too. So het to het on the hypo means, again, back to the 1 in 4. So 1 in 4 should be hypo. And hopefully she's a big girl, so get some good egg odds there.
She has a tendency to not produce a ton of eggs, but they're always big eggs. Yeah. And this girl is a orange belly, 100% het hypo, 50% het pied, but you and I have talked about her in the past and shown her on camera.
Yep.
All this weird patterning.
Yep.
Hopefully she'll prove het pied. I have yet to make an orange belly pied. This is my first. If she proves het for pied, will be the first chance of orange belly pieds, and
sick. Also
could be hypos.
Yep. She looks like she's fixing to ovulate too. See how his backbone's raising up right here? I don't know if you can see it in the camera or not, but this backbone's high. So it's pointed.
Very peaked. Yeah. The other thing I've noticed about too is when they're getting close, they push all the cocoa out, and they get just right on the bottom of the tub to get all that heat that they can.
Yep. So that backbone, when it peaks up like that, basically is all the pressure and all their all the stuff that they survive is going to their belly.
Yeah.
Because it's producing eggs, so it sucks them down.
But yeah, so I'm hoping for big things from her.
Yep, I like this project. So I could use an orange belly pied, preferably with hypo and OD and Inchy in it.
I repeated a pairing from last year. That did well for us. Oh, she just shed. Last night she hadn't shed.
Yep, that's a prelay shed.
Prelay shed for her.
So again, if you can see it, you might be able to see it better on the white, how that backbone is peaked.
And she was paired to this guy. Came from the place you're going to tomorrow.
Yep.
This was a pastel pied possible Gene X that proved Gene X that I got from Justin. It was a good gamble. And one of his babies.
Yep, so pastel, Gene X pied to a pied. So everything's pied, and you got pastel and Gene X obviously in there.
And here's a more clear example of Gene X that,
Yep.
he sired her.
Yep.
She might get up to size this year. It's going to be close. But if she does, she's going to hit that inchy Orange Dream
For sure.
pied het hypo to get Gene X into that too. And get, I mean, just if you're working with Gene X, you need to get inchy into that project too.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So that's where I'm going with her.
I know what this one is. It's blackhead, and she's ovulating. Yep.
So to make up for last year's mistake of breeding this male to too powerful of a female, where we had those 8 genes at play,
Yep.
I bred him to these 2 girls to simplify things.
Heck yeah.
So this is, when you originally sold it to me, we thought it was a cinnamon, cypress, lesser possible blackhead.
Yep.
And I bred him to this girl last year, who also the freeway possible het paint was bred to,
Mm-hmm.
and she had a split-sided clutch. And we think that we proved blackhead because we've got this boy here, which we think is an orange belly lesser blackhead.
Lesser blackhead, yeah.
Because it's not just orange belly, it's not just lesser. So we think that's an orange belly lesser blackhead, proving his blackhead. And the one male, or the one baby that we got from that killer pairing of him to the Inchy Fire Leopard Orange Dream was, and we think that might have cypress, might not, we couldn't be sure.
Yep.
So because I made 2 confusing enough pairing last year, I decided to simplify things, try to go for super blackheads,
Mm-hmm.
and get orange belly into the project.
Yep.
In a more clear way that might be helpful to me, because I can't really keep that male blackhead lesser orange belly. It doesn't fit my project with how small of a collection I have.
Right. Really interesting. So just by the way, the sister to this one, which I kept, is a blackhead cypress yellow belly, and she's ovulating right now from a super inchy desert ghost. Should be an interesting pairing too, which I will get on a subject of blackhead and cypress in an upcoming episode. So just dropping that there for you. All right. Well, that was really interesting. So if anything that kind of piqued your interest there, hit Chris up. There are no hypopied going to be available because they're all coming to me. But anything other than that, you're welcome to purchase from Chris.
Yep.
Anyway, appreciate Chris showing us all that stuff, and hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm not sure if this is going to be a 1 or 2 part section, depends on how Cassie breaks it down, but I hope y'all got a little bit of knowledge about that building that we looked at, just in case anybody out there is planning on moving or has something like that on their property. Sometimes they're useful, so
Yep.
think about that. But anyway, again, thank you, Chris.
Well, thank you guys for coming up and hanging out. Thank you for helping taking out those tree limbs. The 80-volt chainsaw definitely did a good job getting that.
Yep.
That was about 14-inch oak limb that we took down.
Yep. Yeah, I have a 80-volt 18-inch barred electric chainsaw, and it's I love it.
We put it to work today.
Yep.
Tony did a big job helping us out.
No problem. So tomorrow morning we're getting up and leaving here and headed to Justin Cabelka's. So I know y'all gonna want to stay tuned on that one. So see y'all next go around.
Thanks for watching Hardwired Exotics, and make sure you subscribe. Bye!